Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Lysanya's Lounge. I'm Lysanya, not Lasagna, bringing you Sunday Community Skirmish number 178 here today. Of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Whew, alright. Sorry about that, folks. A little bit short on air right now. Been rushing all day today, trying to get stuff done, so, of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in here today. We have the lobby already loaded. We got teams already in, and we are awaiting, of course, the start of our first matchup, which will be between, if I will catch that correctly, it should be between Predator Island and Triple L. Yes, that is our first matchup of today. It'll be Predator Island versus Triple L. So we'll get that sorted out here in just a moment. Of course, Predator Island will be on red. Triple L will be on blue. There you go. Predator Island versus Triple L. That's our first matchup of the day. Of course, all of these, both these teams are veterans of Sunday Community Skirmish, so we should be in for a fantastic match here today. Battle of the Dunes will be our first matchup, so pretty standard map here. It is, of course, the biggest map in Guns of Icarus. So, of course, we should see a lot of sniping, a lot of standard sniping tactics. Of course, we've got, we don't see a junker usually in Battle of the Dunes, with a mine launcher in play. See, as I say that, all of a sudden we have short-range ships. We have a squid in play. So much for the sniping on Battle of the Dunes, right? Of course, there's a lumber minnow judgment in play as well. Lumber minnow, that should be interesting. A lumber minnow. This one's definitely going sniping. This one, of course, more of a mixed range. That junker, and the Mobula running a standard Merc double art. It is the, it's not full meta, but it's definitely a meta ship, especially if you're trying to counter guns. I'll be interested to see what it does against the squid, though. The squid could control the flow of the action, as our first matchup is set to begin as we go into Battle of the Dunes. Battle of the Dunes, of course, is a dusty, duny map. Lots of sandstorms. Hope you like sand, hope you like high ground, because the Battle of the Dunes is full of it. Alright, our first matchup set to begin very shortly. Of course, this is a double elimination tournament, and first blood matters. That is your tiebreaker for those of you tuning into your very first Sunday Community Skirmish. And here we go with our first matchup, as we are waiting for that timer to count down. Alright, here we go, folks, with our callouts. Ship number 1 is the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Keb. It's a squid. Got a Gatling up front, Banshee on the side, Carronade on the back. Pretty meta kill squid right there. Ship number 2 is the Victor Stromstrom, piloted by Sunstrom. It is a lumber minnow, lumber minnow judgment with a Merc and flak up front and a flare on the back. Ship number 3 is the Moonlight Moth, piloted by Mirwin. It's an Artemis up front, a Hades Artemis on one side, on the other side a mine launcher and a Banshee. I'm interested to see the junker come into play against the squid. Ship 4, the Flying Flounder, piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. It's a Merc Mobula, double Artemis on the bottom, Gatling, and a flak on the wings. It's already been hull broken. It is already down to about 10%. That squid getting very aggressive right now on the Flying Flounder. Meanwhile, the junker will start pounding into the squid. That is going to take about 25% of the squid's perma-hull out, as the Greasy Dream is in very aggressively right now. They're trying to pop the balloon of the Flying Flounder is the Victor Stromstrom with that Lumberjack. That's going to reduce the mobility of the Flying Flounder. Greasy Dream trying to move up high over the Flying Flounder and get its back. They have successfully picked up its back. Oh, there's the kill right there. Greasy Dream picks it up. I believe that was with the Carronade. That is first blood over to red. It is 1-0 in favor of red. Red, of course, is a Predator Island, so job well done by Predator Island picking up the first kill with a very aggressive play. They lost 25% of their perma, but they will take that all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Oh, wait, it is Sunday. They just took it. Now Gatling going to Moonlight Moth, and Moonlight Moth giving them an aft ram right there, basically telling them to kiss our aft. As Moonlight Moth now bouncing on the ground. This is not a good spot for the Moonlight Moth to be. They are caught against the environment. There go the flaks, and there go a lot of guns. 2-0 in favor of red. Of course, Greasy Dream not interested in kissing the junkers aft. Suddenly, everybody manning the aft guns, right? Right, of course. Just beware of tar. Nobody likes those gaseous emissions. Greasy Dream, of course, piloted by Mighty Keb. They're the ones who made the aggressive play earlier. And of course, there is Sunstrom. Interesting to see all the greased ammo on the squid. Of course, squid is this kill squid. This particular kill squid is a close range ship. Of course, they're going to be running that greased Gatling and Banshee and everything. So I'm very surprised though to see greased carronade still in play though. I mean, I can't blame them, especially considering how close range they're going to play. Oh, I think they've spotted them. Yes, they have. Blue has been spotted, and this is where Triple L can get into a lot of trouble. They've been spotted. Red is going to try to dictate how aggressive the match flow is going to be. That's not good for Blue. Blue really needs to keep this at range, and Red has realized this. Red is going hyper-aggressive against Triple L. Triple L does not handle hyper-aggression very well. Teams like Predator Island usually have an advantage against them. Ooh, that's a good mine right there, even though it didn't connect. It's going to force the Greasy Dream out wide. That is still good mining by the Moonlight Moth. So those mines are forcing the Greasy Dream to reposition themselves. That gives Blue a little bit more time to react to the approach of the Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream really needs to get back the Flying Flounder. They should have it. They do have it. In fact, a perfect situation where they only have the front gun to worry about from the Moonlight Moth. This is a perfect rise by the Greasy Dream. Well done. That's a hull break on the Flying Flounder. That should pay off here. That's about 60% perma paid off for the Greasy Dream. However, they have the long-range side of the Moonlight Moth. That's going to be in arming time. That's not good for the Moonlight Moth. There's a hull break on the Flying Flounder. They should get paid off on that. They will. 3-0 in favor of Red by a perfect engagement by Greasy Dream. Greasy Dream lose a little bit of perma, but they're saying, we'll take that trade all day. Twice on Sundays. Oh, now they're going to ram into the Moonlight Moth after they've been hull broken. They say, no problem. We got this as the balloon has been popped on the Moonlight Moth. They should go down any minute, as their hull is now broken. Greasy Dream just trying to make sure they don't go down themselves. Greasy Dream looking for the kill right now. That should be academic, folks. That should be a kill. Greasy Dream looking to put the Banshees in. That should be academic. Greasy Dream picks it up 4-0 in favor of Red. However, Greasy Dream is looking worse for wear. They are down to about 15-20% perma. Let's call it 15% right now. That's not a good place for them to be. Of course, we should fully expect Blue to spawn on the east side of the map. Red probably knows this. They are actually looking east. They're definitely looking east. Now the question becomes, if you're Blue, Red is expecting you to go east. Any SCS veteran team expects you to spawn east with a long-range comp. Should they spawn east or should they spawn west? They're actually not going to spawn west. They are going to spawn in the middle here. A very surprising decision. That's the worst of all worlds, in my opinion. You definitely don't want to spawn that close. But it looks like they're going to have about 500 meters worth of reaction time. I'm not sure I like this. I'm not sure I like the spawn call. Shots already going out into the Flying Flounder. We'll look at this from Victor Stromstrom's... oh my goodness, already a double break on the Flying Flounder. Looks like Victor Stromstrom already putting out shots now. They're going to connect with the Flying Flounder. They'll get one flak into him at least. Oh, this is not good for the Flying Flounder. Greasy Dream realizing this. They're going in on the Flying Flounder. This should be academic as the Victor Stromstrom's been hull broken. Greasy Dream, oh, with the ram kill! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. I think Mighty Keb is motivated to win SCS number 178 here today, but they'll definitely take this first matchup by a score of 5-0 here. Stay tuned, folks. We've got more exciting action coming up right after the break. We'll be right back, folks, with more Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. All right, folks, and I believe we are waiting for the next matchup to complete, the other matchup in the first round to complete, Drunk Driving Simulator versus Extreme Emergency Daniel. Uh, and by that, I do believe, I do believe that there was a small change in the roster for their team. I do believe that they are still going. Yeah, they're still that match. I believe is still going on right now. If somebody can update me on the score of that matchup, as Drunk Driving Simulator is facing I believe, a rider comp, pseudo rider comp team on that one. We're waiting the final score of that matchup, as that one is being hosted over on our YouTube stream. That is on gaming.youtube.com/. If I could actually speak, I swear I can English. Gaming.youtube.com/c/goldfangdragon/live. I'll actually have that typed out for you guys here. I'll let y'all know where the other SCS stream is. They're taking care of bottom bracket here. Bottom bracket is posted for you guys. There you are. Bottom bracket is right there. So if you want to check that out, you certainly can. And of course, it's nice to see other people asking about SCS. I'm seeing that in global chat right now. For those of you who are interested in joining Sunday Community Skirmish, maybe you're interested in forming a team yourself, or maybe even joining a team as a sub, you can join the official the official Sunday Community Skirmish Discord. That, of course, is available if you go to our official Guns of Icarus Discord, discord.gg/Guns of Icarus. If you want to check that out, you can certainly join us. We'll get you the link over there, and we'll present you with options with Sunday Community Skirmish. Of course, the sign-up thread is on the forums each and every week at of course, gunsoficarus.com. Each and every week you have a chance to sign up. So, of course, we have the top bracket here today. We've got the main matches here today, as we will have the winners finals matchup here coming up shortly, as we're awaiting the winner of the other matchup between Drunk Driving Simulator and Extreme Emergency Daniel. As soon as we get an update, we'll pass it along to you. But right now, we are waiting for that update. We are waiting to see who has come out on top. Still waiting for Goldfang Dragon and Earbud Music. Earbud Music, of course, is the referee for the lower bracket here today. Dio, of course, is our referee for the top bracket. Dio's going to be with us the whole way. And like I said, we're waiting on that second matchup to finish. We finished ours up pretty quick. So that's good. I mean, granted, it's good to have some decisive wins here and there, but you definitely want to see some competitive matches as you go along. 5-0's great for content if you really want to see some really ballsy plays and have some highlight reel type stuff. Not so great for competitive matches, though. Not so great, but we'll see. We'll see. And like I said, yeah, it's good to see people in global chat mentioning that. So I'll have to get with them a little bit later. And of course, for those of you who are watching, if you yourself are interested in joining any event, if you're interested in joining any event here in Guns of Icarus, allow me to show you exactly where to go. If you want to take a look at that. In fact, let me go ahead and take this off right now. If you want to check out the events section, you can just simply go to our community section right here. Just click that button, click where it says events, and you can see any and all of the events in Guns of Icarus right over here. Of course, we're in the weekly competitive tournament, Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. Of course, we have all sorts of events here: Monday Munker Madness, Fight the Devs. We've got Iron Fork Friday, all sorts of stuff. So, of course, we'll be right back, folks, with more Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. We are just simply awaiting the other team. And for those of you watching right now, we currently have an update from the bottom bracket. Currently, Extreme Emergency Daniel, they are currently up 2-1 over Drunk Driving Simulator, so we are still awaiting the finals of that matchup. That apparently seems to be a bit of a sniping match going on right now, according to what I'm hearing. So hopefully we get a winner here pretty soon, because I believe that one might actually, well, we might not, considering that it is unfortunately only 2-1. That means we might have a 20-minute timer on that one plus overtime. I'm looking at the bracket right now. Our next matchup will actually be on Misty Mutiny, followed by Canyon Ambush in the Road to Redemption Finals. Graveyard Rumble will be our Grand Finals matchup for the first matchup, and if we have to go to a second and deciding Grand Finals matchup, we'll have to, of course, return to the scene of the crime, Clash at Blackcliff. And for those of you tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here this evening, right here at twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. We are still awaiting the winner from the other matchup here. They should be approaching the 20-minute timer here fairly soon. They should be about 5 minutes left, roughly, until their timer expires. So, again, we're still waiting on them. This is what's called stalling for time and avoiding dead air here on stream. Unfortunately, with tournaments, sometimes you gotta be able to stall for time when you're waiting for the other teams to finish up, and that's okay. That is okay. We will do our best to provide you with as much commentary as possible as we wait, which unfortunately is beginning to run a little bit dry because when you talk for 15 minutes or so and trying to stall for time and whatnot, yeah, you run out of stuff to talk about when it's only one person in the booth. So you do your best. You fill time as best as you can. We're waiting on that result. We're just waiting on that result. Hopefully we get it here pretty soon. So, of course, we've got the Misty Mutiny lobby set up here. In fact, let me go ahead and just show lobby here. Let me just go ahead and show lobby. This is fine. Of course, we will definitely have Predator Island on red. We're just awaiting to see who will be on blue. That's all we're waiting for right now. That's all we're waiting for. Hopefully, of course, we see who is on blue very shortly. Still win. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we do have a winner from the bottom bracket. We do have Extreme Emergency Daniels winning 5-1 over Drunk Driving Simulator. They are taking their first matchup, so that means that will be our next matchup here in the winners final. We will have Drunk Driving Simulator. Excuse me, not Drunk Driving Simulator. We will have Predator Island facing Extreme Emergency Daniels. So that will be our next matchup here as we await blue side to load in. All right, we are waiting for blue to load in. We're waiting for Zeds to load in. And then we can get this next lobby started. And of course, a big thanks to everybody tuning in here today. I know it's a little bit of a late filing in crowd. That's okay. I know normally, I know we got two streams right now, one on YouTube, one on Twitch. I know it's a little bit crazy right now. People are having to decide, hey, which one do I go visit? Which one do I go see? Totally fine. Totally understand. We'll have everybody filing in here when we get done with our next matchup here because we'll have the split streams until then. So, of course, we will have in this matchup, we will have Predator Island versus Zeds. Extreme Emergency Daniels. That name just sounds satisfying to say. Zeds. Extreme Emergency Daniels. I don't know why, it just does. All right. So we now are shuffling everybody into their correct position. That means we should have our blue side showing up here very shortly. And by shortly, I mean hopefully shortly. We might have to poke them with a bigger stick. Either that, we'll have to get a pointier stick. We will definitely see. But right now, we are waiting. Come on, Zeds. Show up. Come on, guys. Need you in here, Zeds. Come on. Perfect. Now, I do believe we have an update on the bracket. Yes, the bracket has been updated. Perfect. As we now confirmed, of course, that Zeds wins 5-1 over Drunk Driving Simulator. That means that over on the other stream, bottom bracket, of course, on gaming.youtube.com, Goldfang Dragon, we have Triple L versus Drunk Driving Simulator. The loser of that matchup will be eliminated from Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. And now we're starting to get Zeds loading in. There is Chief Zed, Zedion. There we go. Now we're starting to get people in. Now we've got red fully loaded in. We're waiting for blue to load in. All right, let's get moving, Zeds. Let's get moving here. There we go. Now they're starting to all load in. Perfect. They're loading in kind of slow. It's okay. But like I said, once again, if you are interested in joining Sunday Community Skirmish, there is the official Sunday Community Skirmish Discord. Feel free to ask around. I'm more than happy to pass along that link if you need it. In fact, I might just actually load up all that stuff on my live stream here during the week. I might just simply load that up underneath my live stream a little bit later. That way you guys can see it anytime during the week if you want to join the official Guns of Icarus Discord, the official Chaos Skirmish Discord, the official Sunday Community Skirmish Discord. You guys will have those links right underneath the live stream starting, let's say I'll have that right after SCS here today. I'll get those up for you guys. All right, and the 4-minute timer has finally started. Here we go. We've got a 4-minute timer started. Of course, in the lobby, you have 3.5 minutes to decide on your loadout. Of course, at that point, ships are then locked. Then you have 30 seconds to decide what your strategy is. And then, of course, you have to start the match. 4-minute timer in play, and then, of course, the 20-minute timer in match. We didn't really have a problem with that in our first matchup. The Predator Island definitely took care of that problem. We'll see, of course, if we have a bit of a longer matchup in this second matchup, which will be on Misty Mutiny. I have a feeling we will. I have a strong feeling we should see a bit of a longer matchup in this one. All right, so it looks like Predator Island is gonna bring a reverse Metamidian here, and also a Carrot. They're going double Pura right now against a Mobula and a fish, a Merc Mobula, and a Watcha fish. Oh yeah, Merc Mobula is still in play. Yeah, Merc Mobula is still in play. A little surprised to see a Merc Mobula in play against in this situation. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some changes in play from either side. Zedion, of course, most likely going to keep that Watcha fish. There's the change of the Junker. There it is. That's more of what I was expecting right there. It's a meta Junker right there, with my pet peeve on Gun 4, that mortar. That is definitely my pet peeve on a Junker. But that's okay. That's a personal bias of mine. It's no big deal. It has no bearing on anything. What is important is, of course, that you yourself can run the loadout that you bring, and that your crew can run it as well. Oh, we now have a Spire. Mighty Cab switching over to Spire here. A Lumber Spire being brought into the mix here. Definitely a longer range Spire. Lumberjack, Hades, double Flak. That is an interesting call right there. Now it's a double Junker. A Mine Launcher being brought on Ye Olde Derp Wagon. That is an interesting change that they're going double Junker against that Spire. Pyramidion coming into play, unless they're going to try to play a more tactical game and try to see if they can bait the Pyramidion into a bad situation. We'll see. Of course, the advantage of running Junker is that balloon is right next to the pilot wheel. So that is, of course, a good advantage to have. You can very easily switch that pilot tool on and off with Drogue Shoot. So that definitely does mitigate some of the problems of the Junker. Sunstrom calling change. Sunstrom going Goldfish, going Hwachafish here. They're still going with that double Junker. They're still going with that double Junker here. It looks like they will be sticking with that double Junker. And that they will. Oh, the Galleon switched after. Galleon switched after. Yep, Dementio has to switch back. Yep, Dementio has to switch back. That was after the timer. Perfect, no problem. No harm, no foul. All right, that means he's got to switch. I think Dementio was trying one of those last-second switches to the Galleon. That's going to keep him on the Junker. Good sportsmanship by both sides, though. This is perfectly fine. As we are about to ready up for our next matchup here, Spirefish versus Double Junker. All ships need to ready up. Sunstrom needs to ready up. As soon as he does, we will begin our next matchup. There we go. This next matchup, of course, will be on Misty Mutiny. Misty Mutiny, of course, is a map that's ported over from Guns of Icarus Alliance here to PvP. Of course, it's a pseudo. I mean, there's an area of the map, of course, where it's somewhat like Peryton Rumble. There's an area of the map that's somewhat like Water Hazard, if you think about it. Just minus the Bridge of Doom. Of course, you don't have Bridge of Doom. You do have Pipes of Doom on this map, so there you go. Listen, proper plumbing is important. These are the pipes that fuel Water Hazard, okay? These are clearly the pipes that fuel Water Hazard that comes from Misty Mutiny. So, here we go with the ship callouts. Ship number 1, the Sturdy's Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb. A Lumber Spire with a Flak, Hades, and Flak. Ship number 2 is the Sweet Victorfish. It is piloted by Sunstrom. What we have here is a Hwachafish with Side, Gatling, and Carronade. Ship number 3 is the Whale on the Loose, piloted by Dementio. It's a Junker with an Artemis up front. We've got a Hades Artemis on one side, Gatling Flak on the other, and ship number 4, the Ye Olde Derp Wagon, piloted by Zedion. Artemis up front, Hades Artemis on one side, Gatling and a Mortar on the other side. So here we go, folks. That's the ship callouts here today, sponsored by absolutely nobody. Wah wah. Spire looking low, Victorfish high. Looks like it's going to be standard Predator Island tactics. Split push, except we're not quite going split push with the Sturdy's Crackers. Sturdy's Crackers is probably going to go split Pop Goes the Weasel. Victorfish, meanwhile, taking some shots, and we're going to keep an eye on the Sturdy's Crackers right here. We're going to keep a very close eye on them as they are thinking about it. They're thinking about it. They're doing a little more than thinking. They're moving. Oh, nope. They're just thinking about it. No, just thinking about it. They were thinking about maybe moving around the corner. I think they've been spotted. Yes, they have been spotted. Now a shot's going out. This is a potentially dangerous spot for the Sturdy's Crackers. They're effectively in a 2v1 against all those Hades shots. That's not a good spot for them to be. Getting caught like that is not good. Victorfish has to move in very quickly, and Sturdy's Crackers is looking for the corner. They do get it. Minimal perma-hull damage. A very fortuitous turn of events for the Sturdy's Crackers. Victorfish moving in very aggressively, but they seem to be a little bit off time right now because of the spot on the Sturdy's Crackers. Looks like Sturdy's Crackers now moving around the corner, as the Junker's now moving very aggressively on the Victorfish. Victorfish now getting mortared down. Oh, this is bad for this Victorfish. Will they go down? No, they clutch the armor, but they should go down. Oh my goodness, they are clutching hard on the sweet Victorfish. That is a quick move up. Oh my goodness, that is 2 pixels of perma right there. 2 pixels of perma on the Sweet Victor Fish. Yield Derpwagon now getting focused. That's good work by the Sturdy's Crackers and getting first blood. Sturdy's Crackers saving it for the Victor Fish and the Engineers on the Sweet Victor Fish. That was a clutch save right there by the Sweet Victor Fish, giving them first blood. That could come in handy later on. That could definitely come in handy later on as the Whale on the Loose goes down as well. 2-0 in favor of Red. That was a potential 2-kill swing right there. A potential 2-kill swing for Red. Very clutch by the Engineers on the Sweet Victor Fish. Very clutch by Sturdy's Crackers picking up balloon breaks. Gotta give them credit. They rebounded from an awful situation. Sweet Victor Fish is going to suicide here. And it's 2-1. Sweet Victor Fish suiciding because they do not want Sturdy's Crackers to get in a 1v2 situation, which will be very obvious with the situation they're in. The enemy side for them, the blue side, of course, can very easily see that they were stage 3. Especially with how many mortars got plugged into them. They probably knew that they were easy pickings. They were like, well, let's just suicide, get a fresh ship. That's probably our best bet. Hand them a kill. Certainly can't blame them for the choice as Sturdy's Crackers looking for cover, and they have found some. We'll check the map right now as Sweet Victor Fish has spawned in. They've been immediately spotted. This is good for Sturdy's Crackers. Sturdy's Crackers will have a good option here if they want to take it. Do they want to shoot? Let's look at this from Sturdy's Crackers' perspective. They do not have a shot right now, though. However, Sweet Victor Fish is in big trouble right now. They are pinned down. They're not going anywhere. They are pinned down, but looks like they'll get out of it now. They will finally get out of it. That armor almost breaking. Almost breaking. Oh, that armor almost breaking, but not quite. Not quite. Now it breaks. Now it breaks. Shots going into the Sweet Victor Fish, but those Engineers are on the job right now. They are on the job, and they have found some cover finally. They found enough cover to work with. That balloon still up, but not for too terribly long. So we look at this from Blue's perspective right now. Blue finally getting pelted by Sturdy's Crackers. That is a balloon pop on the Whale on the Loose. That should force them back. Sturdy's Crackers hull broken themselves. Yield Derpwagon getting shot up now. Sturdy's Crackers still getting very aggressive. Sweet Victor Fish going to move in with the Watcha. Here we go. Now Red getting what they want. That should be a dangerous position for the Yield Derpwagon. Sturdy's Crackers once again hull broken, but that's a lot of components broken on the Yield Derpwagon. No guns for the Yield Derpwagon. One small problem though, Whale on the Loose still has guns up. Sturdy's Crackers could go down here. In fact, there's another hull break. Watcha going into Whale on the Loose. That should pick up a few guns. That should pick up 4 guns. 4 guns and an engine on the Whale on the Loose. Well done by the Sweet Victor Fish. Blue is now thoroughly controlled right now. Problem, though, is that Sturdy's Crackers is still in trouble. Watcha going out. Permahull going down, and there's the kill right there. 3-1 in favor of Red. Yield Derpwagon deciding what they want to do. It looks like they're going to go for the Sweet Victor Fish here. They are armor broken. They're going to put the mortars out early. Will they pick up the 1v2, though? They could pick up the 1v2. No, they get a lot of permahull off them, though. Yield Derpwagon hull broken and almost going down. Those Engineers are working overtime right now. That should be a kill, though. There it is with the Hades. 4-1 in favor of Red. Sweet Victor Fish down to approximately, I would say about 20-25% perma. Sturdy's Crackers down to 15%. Let's call it 20 on the Sweet Victor Fish. Not a good spot for Red to be. However, up 4-1 with first blood advantage. That clutch first blood advantage by with Sweet Victor Fish saving it with two pixels of perma. That is definitely going to come in handy here, but I don't think that first blood advantage is going to end up mattering a whole lot, especially with how this match has played out so far. It's been played out very aggressively. As spots are going out right now, we have spots going out from both directions. Sweet Victor Fish not spotted, but you know they know exactly where they are. Shots going out from the Sturdy's Crackers onto the Yield Derpwagon as only 5 minutes have gone by. Now they're going for the Whale and the Loose. A great call right here. Shots going out. Looks like they're going to try to pick up as much perma as possible. All the guns being emptied onto the Whale and the Loose. Now Sweet Victor Fish changing targets. There's a whole break. Oh, and a perfect kill. A wonderful kill by Red. 5-1 in favor of Predator Island. They will move on to the grand finals here to face the winner of whoever comes from the road to redemption. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Stay tuned, folks. We will have the road to redemption finals here shortly. We'll be right back with that action. All right, folks, and we are awaiting an update from the bottom bracket right now. The bottom bracket, of course, is between Triple L and Drunk Driving Simulator. We are awaiting an update, and of course, the winner of that matchup will face Extreme Emergency Daniels in the Road to Redemption finals. Zeds will be on red. The winner of the other matchup that's going on right now will be on blue. We do know that for a fact. The question is, who will be meeting them in our next matchup? Of course, after their matchup is done, after the matchup between Triple L and Drunk Driving Simulator completes, we will have all the rest of the matches here on twitch.tv/thatLysanya so all the further matches will be right here, so stay tuned, folks. Like I said, we will be right back with more action as soon as we get a final over at Triple L versus Drunk Driving Simulator. And we have a winner over at the Road to Redemption Finals, a Drunk Driving Simulator, a 5-2 winner over Triple L. That's going to eliminate Triple L from Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. That means our next matchup here today will be between Zeds and Drunk Driving Simulator, a rematch of the first round matchup that was seen over at gaming.youtube.com/c/goldfangdragon. So, of course, a big thanks to Goldfang Dragon for streaming the bottom bracket here. All of the rest of the matchups will be found right here on Lysanya's Lounge, twitch.tv/thatLysanyaGuy. Let's go ahead and load up the lobby at this point. As I mentioned before, our next matchup will be between Zeds and Drunk Driving Simulator. Once again, Zeds will be on red versus Drunk Driving Simulator, which will be on blue. We are awaiting both teams to load into lobby. All right, we are awaiting both teams right now. I believe they should be coming in any second. And Dio's taking care of those messages to the points of contact. And as soon as Dio does, we will have teams in lobby and we will have teams ready to go for our Road to Redemption final. Here they come. Looks like Drunk Driving Simulator will be the first one to show up. Infinity Omelet has loaded in. That means the rest of their team will be following very shortly. And all captains have been poked. Outstanding. All right, here they come. Here comes Drunk Driving Simulator. Outstanding. We are still waiting, of course, Zeds. Zeds will be on red. And of course, our next matchup will be on... it's supposed to be on Graveyard Rumble. I do believe so. I should have caught that too. It's like, wait a minute. I should have caught that too. We went through the loadout. That's okay. We'll get the correct one. We'll get the correct one. No problem. We'll get the correct map here, folks. We'll be right back. We'll go ahead and get that correct lobby set up here. All right, we got our next lobby up here, folks. Next lobby is up. All right, now we're in good shape here, folks. Now we're in good shape. All right, now we're in good shape, folks. We've got Zeds on red. We've got Drunk Driving Simulator on blue here. This will be the Road to Redemption Finals right here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. Both teams loading in now. All right, now Drunk Driving Simulator is in as we await Zeds to load in. Zeds still loading in 4 of their crew. Thank you so much, Rare Form. Thank you so much for the bits. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate any and all cheers and kind words here at Lysanya's Lounge. Hopefully, I am providing you with the entertainment that you so desire here on Twitch. I know there's many places and many things that you could be doing, but you're right here with me, and I really do appreciate that. We take match 5. Yeah, no problem, Dio. No worries. No worries. No worries. All right, we should have a timer starting up any moment. And here we go, folks. Like I said, the rest of the matchups will be right here at Lysanya's Lounge. So as everybody is coming in, for those of you tuning in from Goldfang Dragon stream, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here this evening or this afternoon or wherever you may be, whatever time of the day it is. Remember, whatever time of the day it is happy hour somewhere, right? Of course, it is a very happy hour here at Sunday Community Skirmish, number 178. Good to see everybody coming in here today. And the lobby timer has started. Let's see what we've got. We've got a Metamidian. And we have a Watchafish, because of course Zedion's going to bring the Watchafish, right? Then again, we said that last match, and then that didn't happen. A Shrike here, a Gat Watcha Shrike. Do not see that very often. And a reversed, okay, we've got an Artemis Gat Pyramidian. Interesting. They're going to try to go trifecta maybe with that Pyramidian. That is an interesting decision. We'll talk about Drunk Driving Simulator here in just a few minutes, but it's good to see Drunk Driving Simulator put some wins on the board. That hopefully this is a team that is growing here. They did pick up a 5-2 win over Triple L on Duel at Dawn. Of course, short range maps definitely not Triple L's specialty. They're probably weakest on short range maps. So then of course Drunk Driving Simulator still trying to gain traction themselves on short range maps. If you all remember a few weeks ago where they were on the wrong end of some pretty nasty play from Predator Island. But it's good to see them turn it around. It's good to see them come up with a win on Duel at Dawn a few tournaments later. That should really help their morale now as a team. We will certainly see what they do with this. Interesting to see what they do on Canyon Ambush. I do not believe this team has played on Canyon Ambush before, at least not with this composition before. So it will be interesting to see what they do here. Of course, all these players have played on Canyon Ambush, but I mean as a team in comp. That is Baron Don Juan, who has renamed himself Astral Twilight. He has changed ships. He has changed over to a Metamidian Gat Mortar with that flak on the side. Interesting to see that they switched back, switched that back. I'm actually surprised that they don't go with something like, say, Gat Mortar Metamidian against this. This is an interesting decision. And not necessarily a wrong decision, but definitely an interesting decision. The Shrike has changed a Carronade on. So they were double Gat, double Hwacha. Now they're a Gat Caro up top. So Infinity Omelette making a slight change. The Chariot looks like they're locked in. They're going Gat Mortar Metamadian as well. They're going with that side flak. Dragon's Rage sticking with that Watchafish, and most likely they'll probably stay with that Watchafish. They're not readied up yet, though. Zed is probably going to stay. Oh, Astral Twilight calling a change. Now going reverse Metamidian. There it is. That's what I thought they might do. Going reverse Metamidian. They do switch to that, and now the ships are locked. They flipped the guns up top, and that's the only change they were going to make. I thought that change might be coming. But of course, we have a ship lock. That means that teams need to ready up here any moment. Dio will make the call. And there's the call right now. Teams need to ready up. Ready-ups are going out. Astral Twilight is now ready. Infinity Omelette ready. Dementio ready. And Zedion is ready. And here we go with the Road to Redemption Finals. Our Road to Redemption Finals on Canyon Ambush. Canyon Ambush, of course, a canyonist map with lots of places to ambush on it. Contractual obligations, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know the deal. I really should rework my contract on that. I'm definitely getting the wrong end of the deal on this. But anyway, we will have our next matchup set up here very shortly. And Drunk Driving Simulator, as I've been told from the other matchup, went very aggressive in their last matchup against Triple L, definitely deciding that they like the tactics of Predator Island, and they seem to be settling in that direction, but we'll see how that plays out with this one, as they're definitely going to be playing aggressive here. As we go to the ship callouts, ship number 1 is the Chariot, piloted by Dementio. It is a Gat Mortar Metamidian with side flak and a flare. Ship 2, Dragon's Rage, piloted by Zedion. It's a Watchafish with double side Caro. Ship number 3 is the Jub. Oh god, no, no, no. It is a Jub piloted by Infinity Omelette, as somebody has jumped off the ship. It is a Gatwacha one side, Karawatcha on the other, and ship number 4, the Bellatorum Solus, piloted by Astral Twilight. A reverse Metamedian mortar Gat with a flak and a flare on the side. As those are your ship callouts, as looks like we have the your typical standard merry-go-round with the Canyon Ambush. Canyon Ambush, like I said, lots of canyons, lots of places to ambush. This match is going to play no differently, I would suspect, as both teams playing very aggressive builds. You got Metamedians in play, you've got Goldfish, and you have a Shrike in play, so definitely both sides looking to play very aggressive. The key to this matchup, of course, on Canyon Ambush is who's going to get the correct approach angles on who. Shrike is a difficult ship to get into position at times because of their sidewards facing guns, no forward facing guns. But if you get that perfect angle, you can shut down a ship very quickly. It's really going to depend on who gets the first watch out. Dragon's Rage, of course, moving in very aggressively. It looks like they have found the Jub. Blue, of course, is going to be watching very closely as Zedion is tapping that Moonshine. A very smart decision right there. Tapping the Moonshine will help save the engines. Chariot doing the same as they are looking for the Bellatorum Solus. They have found him. They have found Blue. That means that Blue's going to be at a bit of a disadvantage as they need to turn their ships right now. They have turned the ships. Jub realizing late that's going to put Bellatorum in a bad spot right now. Bellatorum in a bad spot as the Metaminian's about to joust. They do joust. And the Bellatorum getting the worst of it and going down. 1-0 in favor of red. Chariot out jousting the blue Pyramidian. That should be 2-0 any second. There it is, Dragon's Rage picking up with the Carronade. Total kill steal by Dragon's Rage. Totally a kill steal. 2-0 in favor of red. Of course, red is now looking to reposition. They're looking for a good place to go hide. Chariot, of course, winning that first matchup right there, as they've got Jake most likely on the Gatling. Yes, no, Jarman is on the Gatling, excuse me. As they've got 2 buff kits upstairs. Let's check the Bellatorum and let's check their loadout here. They also have 2. They also have 2 buff kits upstairs. And they're being shot at right now. Looks like Dragon's Rage is shooting them. Chariot going at them as well. Bellatorum is losing the 1v1 every time to the Chariot so far. Jub, however, in good position to put the watch out. They're going to pick up 2 guns on the Chariot. That's going to slow their advance a bit. Bellatorum looking to put shots out there. Dragon's Rage moving very aggressively on the Shrike. They might ram them here. Yes, they will get a ram right there into the Jub, picking up 50% perma. Bellatorum Solus in bad shape right now. They do get around the Chariot. That flak going into the perma hole, though, that's going to take out about 80% perma from the Bellatorum. Watch it going out from the Dragon's Rage a little bit too early, though. That's going to not pick up much into... Oh, they do actually pick up components on the Shrike. However, the Chariot, once again, winning the 1v1 on the Pyramidian. It is 3-0 in favor of red. Dragon's Rage moving in very aggressively on the Jub. They're trying to go for a lockdown. Oh, but there's the hull break and the watch into the Dragon's Rage. They'll lose 90% perma. Jub actually doing a great job. If they're going to go down swinging. Chariot should pick this up. But definitely a good job by the Jub, picking up 90% perma when they did. All things considered, good job right there by the Jub. Can't fault them one bit for that 1v1, but the Pyramidian for blue absolutely getting wrecked by the Chariot. Gotta wonder what's going on for blue. What can they do to fix this? Let's check the Chariot real quick and let's take a look and see what they have. They've got, once again, they do have Jake on the Gatling. They've got greased Gatling up there with the buff kit. Let's take a look at the ammo choice for the blue Pyramidian when they respawn. That would, of course, be Bellatorum Solus. Let's check their loadout and see what they're bringing. Could it be a case of buffed grease is better than buffed charged here? Is that basically what they're playing out here? Let's check their loadout as they have, who do they have on the Gatling? They have Inkjet on the mortar. They have King Sonya on the Gatling. They've got charged on the Gatling then. So it's basically buff charged versus buff grease right now on the Gatling guns. Right now, buff grease is winning. And, oh, Bellatorum caught in 1v2. Bellatorum got caught. Chariot moving in very aggressively. That should be match if Dragon's Rage can get some shots in here. They do get some good shots in here. Bellator Solace now down to 50%. Dragon's Rage looking to put some shots here. Bellator Solace in really bad shape. There goes the Gatlings. Oh, Jub needs to get a... Uh-oh, this is bad. This should be match. It is match 5-0 in favor of Zeds. Zeds will be moving on to the grand finals as Drunk Driving Simulator has been eliminated from Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. And we will be right back, folks, with the grand finals in just a couple of minutes. We'll be right back. Stay tuned, folks, for more exciting action here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. All right, folks, and we are back with the next matchup of Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. Right here at Lysanya's Lounge, we have Predator Island versus Zeds in a rematch of the winners finals that will, of course, determine the winner of Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. We will have Predator Island on red, and we will have Zeds on blue. Once again, one more time, folks. Predator Island is on red versus Zeds on blue. Teams are loading into lobby right now. And for those of you just tuning in here to Lysanya's Lounge, here at twitch.tv/thatLysanya we've had an exciting tournament so far. Let's recap everything that's happened so far. Of course, in the first round, we had a very, very quick matchup as Predator Island with a clean 5-0 win over Triple L. And in the other first round matchup, Zeds with a 5-1 win over Drunk Driving Simulator. In the winners final, we had Predator Island with a 5-1 win over Zeds to move them on to the grand finals. Meanwhile, in the Road to Redemption, Drunk Driving Simulator with a 5-2 win over Triple L. And then in the Road to Redemption finals, Zeds coming back from that, winning 5-0 over Drunk Driving Simulator, setting up, of course, our grand finals. Predator Island versus Zeds. If Predator Island wins this matchup, they will win Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. If Zeds wins, we will see a second and deciding grand finals matchup here at Lysanya's Lounge. So we will see what happens here very shortly as the lobby timer has started. Four-minute timer, of course, and teams already declaring changes. Zedion has declared a change. They are switching over to a Galleon here. Dementio also calling a change. They're switching over to a Judgment, a Lumber Flak Judgment. Of course, Red is bringing a Spire Judgment of their own, so they're going Spire Judgment. Looks like they're going Lumber Minnow, as well as probably their Lumber Spire. No, they're going Minnow Spire. Interesting. A Minnow Spire for Predator Island. Very interesting. And now everybody has loaded in. Not much in terms of heavy kill guns. They do have the Banshees. They do have the Artemai. The Judgment, of course, bringing that one side Minotaur. Everything else is control right there. Lumber double art. So they're probably going to play the Judgment much like a heavy Mobula with that Lumber double art. They're probably going to play it much like that. The Spire, meanwhile, probably going to go, well, it looks like they're still going disable. So it looks like Red playing very heavy disables, with the Minotaur is going to be doing the work on the hull breaks. Judgment, meanwhile, over here, this is more of your standard mix right here. This is definitely, let's see, got Lumber Hades art with the, Flak Mark 2 Hades art with the Lumber on the side. Probably a smart decision. They'll probably have the gunner on the 2 and 3 guns over here. They'll probably have the gunner on the 2 and the 3 with the Lumber. Very surprised, though, to see that the Artemis is on the 3. Considering that Lumber and Hades share ammos, but they probably feel confident on a map like this that a single ammo type will be sufficient, as Jake goes gunner. Probably feeling like that's not going to be a problem. Galleon, Duel of Fates is ready to go. And they're going to go with the standard meta Galleon right there with that Hades up top. Dazedion, he's saying, we're ready to go. No problem at all. We have no problem at all with this. Just waiting to see. Oh, the ships are now locked. Everybody is set. That means, of course, we need ships to ready up, and then we will begin the grand finals here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. Alright, and here we go as ships are now ready. Here we go, folks, with the grand finals. Our grand finals matchup will be between Predator Island on red, Zeds on blue, as our next matchup is on Graveyard Rumble, quickly becoming one of my favorite maps. It's basically taking the best of Duel at Dawn, the best of Duel at Dawn, and the best of Battle of the Dunes, combining them together and making one of the best maps in the game, in my opinion. This is the old Skyball map. And here we go with the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Sturdy's Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb. It's a Minnow Spire with a Banshee, Artemis, and Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Victor Stromstrom, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Minnow Lumber Judgment, a double Artemai on the bottom, and a Flare on the back. Ship number 3, the Mecha Centipede, piloted by Dementio. A Lumber Flak Mark II Judgment with a... Oh, they went Mine Launcher Hades now. Interesting. Mine Launcher Hades with a Harpoon on the back. And ship number 4, the Duel at Fates, piloted by Zedion. We have a standard Meta Galleon, Watchacaro on the short side, Lumber Flak Mark II on the long side, with a Hades and a Flare on the back. Pretty standard stuff right there, as shots already going out, as this will be played a little bit more like a mid-range match right now. At least that's the way both teams are approaching this. Sturdy's Crackers, of course, moving to the side right now. Sturdy's Crackers over there, Victor Stromstrom over there. It looks like we will have a split push potential, or at least a split fire potential here. With all these ribs and whatnot in play, this is definitely a good strategy by Red. Split the fire, split the attention. The question is going to be, what is Sturdy's Crackers going to do? Oh, Sturdy's Crackers is thinking thoughts right now. Sturdy's Crackers thinking lots of thoughts right now. Let's take a look at them as they are moving around. Sturdy's Crackers looking to flank here, folks. Sturdy's Crackers looking to flank. I love this play. I love this play. If they can pull it off successfully, they're going to pull it off successfully. They've been spotted, though. They got spotted very quickly. As shots now go out into the Sturdy's Crackers, they realize the jig is up. They probably took too long to make the play, and I think that's what alerted Blue as to what was going on. Oh, that's going to land true. That flak lands very true. Oh, just missing with that second flak. Oh, bad luck right there by the Duel at Fates. Sturdy's Crackers eats 80% perma, though, as Victor Stromstrom is looking to put some shots out. Looks like Duel at Fates keeping one eye on the Sturdy's Crackers. Mecha Centipede moving in. Duel at Fates moving in. Yeah, that's probably the right move right there. Blue making the right move here. They're going to go ahead and make this a 1v2 against the Victor Stromstrom. A good decision right here. And that's going to force Sturdy's Crackers out. They have to do it. Lumber going into the Duel at Fates. A good decision right there. However, Mecha Centipede's going to turn that corner, and it's not going to be good for the Victor Stromstrom. Sturdy's Crackers moving up as fast as they can. Artemai trying to go into the engines of the Duel at Fates. Mecha Centipede losing that balloon, though. Victor Stromstrom holding that position very firmly as the Sturdy's Crackers shoving the Duel at Fates into the environment. Sturdy's Crackers now with a bit of an advantage right now. Duel at Fates hull broken. Oh, they're getting shoved into the environment right now. Banshee's going into play here. This is good work by the Sturdy's Crackers, and oh, there's the kill right there. Mecha Centipede turning that flak onto them, 1-0 in favor of Zeds. Oh, that was a good play right there by Sturdy's Crackers, doing everything they can with the shred of perma that they had left. Duel at Fates ate about 15 to 20% perma, but of course, that was not enough for them, as Victor Stromstrom now in a 1v2. This is not a good position for them to be. However, Mecha Centipede double break. That's going to force them into cover. Victor Stromstrom just bought himself some time as the Sturdy's Crackers respawns. Victor Stromstrom holding true right now in the 1v2. But they're still not in a good position. Not out of the woods yet, as Victor Stromstrom is balloon broken, and they are diving. Of course, they're diving because their balloon is broken. Sturdy's Crackers, where's Sturdy's Crackers? There's Sturdy's Crackers. Sturdy's Crackers moving in, perhaps on the Mecha Centipede. Looks like some minnow shots are going out. Now the Banshee's going out as well, looking to hit anything they can on the Mecha Centipede, setting some fires. Uh-oh, somebody forgot to set some chem spray on that Mecha Centipede. Banshee's going in, but those Banshees not raining down true. Why is it not raining true? They've got one with heavy clip, and I think that heavy clip is downstairs. It looks like they've got greased and burst upstairs, so that greased Banshee is not going to be advantageous at this range. Of course, they're probably using regular ammo in that Banshee right now. Lumber shots going out right now. Lumber minnow on that Victor Stromstrom as they get the balloon break on the Mecha Centipede. Will they pick up the hull break? Yes, they will, but they're not really in position to do much about it. The Sturdy's Crackers is. Victor Stromstrom is not. Now they are. They do get the armor back up. Victor Stromstrom getting aggressive here. Duel at Fates now moving out on the Sturdy's Crackers. That's not what the Sturdy's Crackers wants. Double break on the Sturdy's Crackers. We know those flaks are coming out any second. Oh, but it looks like the flak already shot early. 1-0 in favor of Blue. Gotta give credit, of course, to the engineers on the Victor Stromstrom holding it together. Gotta give credit to the pilot as well, holding it together with absolutely no permahull damage on the Victor Stromstrom. Good positioning, good work by the engineers. Mecha Centipede has been losing the 1v1 to the Victor Stromstrom. There's a double break on the Centipede. Victor Stromstrom balloon broken themselves. They really need to pick up this kill right now. Victor Stromstrom should consider getting aggressive right now, especially since the Duel at Fates getting aggressive on the Sturdy's Crackers. They should consider getting aggressive, and they have done so. They are in very close to the Mecha Centipede. Mecha Centipede balloon broken. This is not a good spot for the Mecha Centipede. However, the Sturdy's Crackers in a 1v1 themselves. That's not a good place for them to be. We'll try to keep an eye on both of them here as the Mecha Centipede's balloon broken. Their armor back up, their balloon back up. Oh, it's down. Mecha Centipede could go down here. Will they go down? That armor is broken, and will they grind to their death? Yes, they will. That little bounce will do it. 1-1. Duel at Fates, meanwhile, hull broken. Sturdy's Crackers has an advantage finally on the Duel at Fates. They get that armor back up. Sturdy's Crackers doing a good job right now, holding their own against a Meta Galleon. Meta Galleon with 5 guns down, now everything down, 2-1 in favor of red. You gotta give Victor Stromstrom credit for that win right there, holding it together in that 1v2. They really held it together, not taking any permahull damage. That could be crucial going forward. definitely going to be very interesting to see how Predator Island plays this out, especially with this Spire. Spire always a curious choice in SCS. However, Mighty Cab has made it work for him. Mecha Centipede once again double broken. Shots going out to Sturdy's Crackers. I'm not sure about this charge right here by the Sturdy's Crackers. I'm not so sure about this. They're going to eat it right now. I think they're going to end up eating it. I'm not so sure about this push. I'm not sure what they're thinking here. This may be a little much. Sturdy's Crackers about to get hull broken. And balloon broken for that matter. Looks like they're going for a suicide charge. Are they going suicide charge? They might be. Mecha Centipede eating about 50% perma. That balloon is broken. The Spire goes down. Victor Stromstrom now in a bad spot. I don't know if I like that call. I think they're a little too aggressive. Predator Island probably should have hung back and played a little more cautiously. Mecha Centipede, though, double broken. Will Victor Stromstrom get a trade out of this? Yes, they will. They will pick up a trade. 3-2. Even if Victor Stromstrom goes down, Victor can at least call worth. The double break is coming, though. There's the double break. Flak going out. Flak not connecting. Lumber connects, but not the flak. Victor Stromstrom once again holding it together. Was this what they wanted? Did they want Victor Stromstrom up close to the Duel at Fates? Is this what they wanted? Duel at Fates has their long side turn to the Victor Stromstrom. Mecha Centipede spawning in. Let's look at the Sturdy's Crackers right here. We'll get our best camera angle from there as Sturdy's Crackers moving in very aggressively. They've got the back of the Duel at Fates. Victor Stromstrom trying to juke a Hwacha. They have done so. Victor Stromstrom moving in. Sturdy's Crackers now has the back of the Duel at Fates. Duel at Fates is getting the long side turn toward them. Sturdy's Crackers hull broken though. Double break on the Sturdy's Crackers, but they do not have an option really to get that long side, that flak onto the Sturdy's Crackers. That balloon is still down. That's a double break. Oh, the flak lands, and there's the kill right there. That flak picks it up 3-3, all tied up. Victor Stromstrom still has not died in this matchup, though. They're down to about 80% perma. That balloon is low. Oh, there's the Hwacha that might seal their fate. That Hwacha might seal their fate. That's not good for them. That balloon is down. That balloon is still down. They've not lost any perma hull in this engagement. But they're inching very closely to the Mecha Centipede. They were probably trying for the curb stomp. They did not catch it, though. They might be trying... Oh, good disable right there by the Victor Stromstrom. Right at the edge of their arc. Victor Stromstrom now looking right at the Mecha Centipede. They really need to get some arc right here. If that balloon pops, they could be in big trouble. Oh, there's the balloon break. They're looking for that corner right now. They're looking for the corner at the Duel at Fates. Just to shed a little bit of firepower off of them. Victor's been hull broken again. Victor's been hull broken again. Not a good spot for them to be. Here comes the Sturdy's Crackers. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Hull break, double break on the Victor. Oh, that's Lumber's going in. The flak's missing, though. The flak's missing. There's the flak. Oh, no, that was a Lumber. I'm sorry. That balloon is still down, though, on the Victor Stromstrom. Victor's in big trouble right now. Sturdy's Crackers getting very aggressive. Sturdy's Crackers double break. There's the flak landing true. There's a second flak landing true. 4-3. Zed's now 1 kill away from sending us to a second and deciding grand finals matchup. Victor Stromstrom still has not died in this matchup. They're down to about 15% perma. They've still not died here. Duel at Fates looking to turn the short side on him. There's a Hwacha right there. Hwacha disabling 3 guns. 3 guns on the Victor Stromstrom. Balloon about to get popped. That should be academic now. That should be academic. There's the flak follow-up to finish it off. And Zeds wins 5-3. That's going to force a second and deciding grand finals matchup on Clash at Black Cliff. We're about to return to the scene of the crime, folks. We'll be right back with the exciting conclusion of Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. All right, folks, and we are back with our second and deciding Grand Finals matchup here at Lysanya's Lounge, the Grand Finals of Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. We are finally here. There will be no more matches after this, folks. No more matches at all. This is it as we return to the scene of the crime clash at Blackcliff. We're going to switch the sides here as Zeds will be on red, Predator Island will be on blue. Once again, we have Zeds on red versus Predator Island on blue. As that timer has started, of course. Our timer has started. And we will, of course... Oop. Hang on just one moment. There we go. That's more like it. All right, we got 2 minutes remaining in this lobby, of course. Going to change some positions of some things here, as some of the lobby has pointed out that there's a little bit of there's some things here that are obstructing some views. So I will make sure to fix that here. Bear with me, folks. Fixing that up right now for you guys. Here we are. That should be a little bit better. There we go. That should take care of that problem. As we have approximately, I do believe we have 1 minute remaining on the timer. Yes, we do. Like I said, I'm changing around some stuff here this week. Again, trying to find a format that works out perfectly. I know you guys like to see the full screen stuff, and I'm trying to make it so that we have the full screen stuff. I may be moving some of the overlay down to the bottom of the screen here next week. That way you guys can see, you know, a little bit more of what's going on. I think that may be what I end up doing here. But of course, now we enter the Grand Finals matchup here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 178. The second and deciding matchup here on Clash at Blackcliff. We return to the scene of the crime. Clash at Blackcliff, of course, a map with a lot of balance to it, a lot of man-made structures, a lot of nature structures, a lot of things. And hopefully no coin flips here today as we get to the ship callouts. Ship number 1, the Mecha Centipede, piloted by Dementio. It is a Hwacha Lumber judgment with a Gatling and a Merc on the front. Interesting, with the harpoon on the back. Ship number 2, the Duel at Fates, piloted by Zedion. We have a Hwacha Caro short side, a Lumber Hwacha long side with a Gatling and a flare on the back. Ship number 3, the Victor Stromstrom. It is piloted by Sunstrom. A Lumber Minnow judgment with a flak and a Merc on the front, there we go, and a flare on the back. And ship number 4, the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Cab. We have a Gat Banshee Squid with a Carronade on the back, classic kill squid that Cab runs all the time. Spots going out from the Victor Stromstrom, double checking to make sure. Let's see if we can't fix that up here. I know, guys, I know, I'm fixing it up for you guys. I'm fixing it up. Hang on, folks. We'll have it fixed up here for you next week. I know, guys. I know. I know. Anyway, the Greasy Dream has achieved a flank on the Mecha Centipede. Victor Stromstrom now in there. And speaking of centipedes, the Duel at Fates flanking the Greasy Dream. I'm pretty sure this formation is illegal in 27 states in the District of Columbia, as Mecha Centipede eating some fire stacks on the hull. Greasy Dream getting curb stomped midair by the Duel at Fates. That is not a position the Greasy Dream wants to be. This is definitely not a position they want to be in. Duel at Fates looking to turn that short side on him. Greasy Dream keeping to the long side as best as they can. They've done a good job so far as a flare goes into the Greasy Dream's balloon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that actually wasn't a flare. I take that back. That was not a flare that went into that. My bad. That might have been Banshee fire. I'll have to double check. That might have been a flare. That might have been a Banshee. I think that was Banshee fire. Mecha Centipede has been hull broken. Greasy Dream is out of position here. They're out of position for the Banshees, and they're in late. They do get the hull break, though. That's going to force, of course, Centipede off of some guns. Duel at Fates finally getting there. Oh, they got the long side, though. Oh, they got the short side. I take that back. They do have the watch on the Greasy Dream. However, that is not before the kill happens. It's first kill in the blue. It is 1-0 in favor of Predator Island. Good news, folks. No coin flips here today. We have no scene of the crime part due, as Greasy Dream now backing up the truck against Duel at Fates. They do not want to be in watch arcs. They're staying below them. Only eating Gatlings on the squid, perfectly fine. Oh, they're looking to, again, stay out of those gun arcs. Oh, they are playing with fire right now as the Greasy Dream. There is the hull break. Greasy Dream now has achieved hull break. That means Banshee's coming out. Shots going out on the Duel at Fates as the Mecha Centipede has returned. Shots going out from the Mecha Centipede. Double break on the Duel at Fates. They have bottomed out. Duel at Fates completely bottomed out. That's not good for them. They finally get that balloon back up. They're still bottomed out. However, the Greasy Dream getting very aggressive on the Mecha Centipede. 1-0 in favor, of course, for Predator Island. Predator Island 4 kills away from winning SCS number 178. Greasy Dream has the back of the Mecha Centipede. Duel at Fates moving in on the Victor Stromstrom. And they're going blend time right now on the Mecha Centipede. They are trying to go for that balloon. Duel at Fates once again balloon broken. Greasy Dream, of course, forcing changes for the red side. Greasy Dream, of course, is Mighty Kev's specialty. However, Greasy Dream starting to run out of a little bit of real estate there. Mecha Centipede trying to go for a ram. They do not succeed in it. That might have been desperation, looking for a quick one. And, oh, there goes the Duel at Fates, and Mecha Centipede has been hull broken as Greasy Dream looking to pick up some shots right there on the Mecha Centipede. Mecha Centipede did get the hull break back on the Greasy Dream, but no such luck. Greasy Dream still at about 90-95% perma as the Gatling going out once again on the Mecha Centipede. There's another hull break, and Greasy Dream just looking to keep those arcs and finish it off. Victor Stromstrom will get credit for that, but that is definitely Greasy Dream's kill right there. 3-0 in favor of Blue. Predator Island now 2 kills away from winning SCS number 178. Spawns are back in. Looks like Red is going to spawn at A8. Let's check them out right here. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's watch Red. Predator Island now 2 kills away from winning SCS number 178. This is, of course, good for Predator Island. Not so good for Zeds. And, of course, Mecha Centipede now moving up. Greasy Dream, of course, has been controlling the flow of the action so far. Not having that flak Mark II on the galleon might be critical. Greasy Dream with a great call right here. Or excuse me, Mighty Kev with a great call going with the Greasy Dream. Do we dare say that? A squid is a hard counter to a judgment, especially with all those low guns on the judgment? If you think about it, they've got that Hwacha up top. They've got the Hwacha up top. They got the lumber down low. Dare we say that the squid is a hard counter to the judgment? You make the call, of course, in chat. Victor Stromstrom about to get spotted here by the Mecha Centipede. Looks like we could have close range judgment combat. And in fact, that's what we will have here as the Greasy Dream looking to go around the environment here. Mecha Centipede moving in very aggressively on the Victor Stromstrom. Shots also going out from the Duel of Fates on the Victor Stromstrom. Greasy Dream now has the back of the Duel of Fates. We'll wait to see what happens over there later. Right now, we're focusing on the Judgment fight. Shots going out into the Mecha Centipede. Mecha Centipede eating a balloon break. That's a double break on the Mecha Centipede. What's Greasy Dream going for? Are they going for... Oh, they're getting caught up by the Duel of Fates, except they're going for the Mecha Centipede. Who are they going for here? Who are they going for? They're going to stick on the Mecha Centipede. There's a hull break once again on the Mecha Centipede. Looks like they're going to stick with going after the balloon here. There's a balloon break on the Mecha Centipede. Double break is imminent. Double break imminent here. Wild Hwacha going out by the Duel of Fates. I don't like that Hwacha. They're way too far out. Granted, unless they're just going for, hey, this is our only chance to save the Mecha Centipede, which may have been their call. 4-0 Predator Island. One more kill will achieve them total victory here at SCS number 178. Duel at Fates now all alone. Their fate in the hands of the Greasy Dream and the Victor Stromstrom. Lumber going into components here. Lumber going into the balloon. A Merc going in there. Double break on the Duel at Fates. Will Greasy Dream go 15-1 here at SS 178? Their one death, of course, a suicide. This is effectively a clean sweep here for Predator Island if they get the kill. A hull break once again on the Duel of Fates. Flax going in, Flax going in. Will they pick up the kill? Not yet. That's a respawn by the Mecha Centipede. Duel at Fates now, hull broken. They're hull broken. Greasy Dream looking to put the Banshees out there. Oh, they're camping that hull there on the Duel at Fates. Victor Stromstrom moving in very aggressively. Another hull break on the Duel at Fates. Will they pick it up? No, not yet. They are camping that hull very aggressively right now as Duel at Fates. They have to. They don't have a choice in the matter. Hull break is imminent. The Banshee should be coming out any second. There's the hull break, and there is the kill as Predator Island 15-1 wins SCS number 178 by a score of 5-0 here, going 15 with only one death here in the tournament. And folks, that is going to do it here for Sunday Community Skirmish here at Lysanya's Lounge. Of course, for Dio, for Goldfang Dragon, and for Earbud Music, and of course for our organizer, Kairos. My name is Lysanya, not Lysanya, signing out for the afternoon. Good night, everybody. See you next week for Sunday Community Skirmish number 179.